What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bad Religion. And this one is actually a request. Shout out to major friend of the channel, Ryan, who I was thinking about it the other day. He had found my punk rock reactions just before YouTube made me switch to a new channel, so he's been there since the very beginning of this channel, so shout out to you. But the song he requested is from The Grey Race, my favorite of the Atlantic albums, and my favorite from the period where Brett was away from the group. He left after Stranger Than Fiction, which is the first album on Atlantic. In any case, maybe the only tune that I prefer over this, or at least I consider very much on the same level from this album, is Parallel, which I did already react to a long time ago, and if I rewatched it, I'd probably hate it, because I see my early reactions, and it's like, I would do it differently. In any case, I do like Come Join Us a great deal. And yeah, as a song, I think most narrowly it relates to cults and organizations which present themselves as being this, autonomous consensus of like-minded individuals, and the way they appeal to people. They're like, hey, do you feel like people aren't listening to you? Do you feel like you can't find the answers? Do you feel like you're frustrated in life? Well, guess what? You should come join us, because we have a set of beliefs that will make everything work, and we're looking, for clones of ourselves. And so it's speaking from the point of view of an organization that wants to have a very homogenous set of beliefs, and that, the way they treat people, both who are prospective members and who they perceive as enemies, is, sort of very dogmatic. And the idea that once you join, all your problems will go away, and all you need to do is just, buy into it, and everything will be fantastic. Now, I think more broadly, the song could be applied to any type of organization, religious, political, cultural, social, that has this same us and them mentality, that is very dogmatic in the way they view things, and that, if you're not part of that, suddenly you're part of the enemy, in the way that, cults often try to get new members to cut off contact with family or friends that don't enjoy the fact that they've joined this organization. So, again, I think most narrowly, you can see this in the context of cults and the way they recruit and essentially program their new members to think in the way, the group think of the group, and to be part of that, and to then see things outside of that as unpleasant. And it's funny, because there's a verse in the track where it's like, other groups, they might try to sell you a story like this, but they're really just taking advantage of you. But I promise you, we're different than that. We're not like that, as long as you come join us. So it's very much, I think, a clever take, and again, one of those critical takes where it's speaking in the voice of the thing that is criticizing. So let's get to it before I talk any longer. This is Bad Religion. The tune is Come Join Us, and it's from the 1996 album The Grey Race, which I thought I had open, but I don't. I do apologize. Okay, so now it's just a question of which number it is, which of course it's not conveniently shown on here. Good Lord, mate. It is... okay. And away we go.
So you say you gotta know why the world goes around, and you can't find the truth in the things you found, and you're scared shitless cause evil abounds. Come join us. Well, you look at one place to be, but I'm out of people with the same what you care. I'm never leaving you and call brethren. Come join us. Just
come join us.
Independent secretary, revolutionary, intellectual brainstorm scholarly. If you're not with your society, so come join us. Come join us.
You like the
Come join us. Come join us. Come join us.
I love the backing vocals on that one, the oohs and ahs, as they always say. So yeah, it's it's exactly the mentality that you see not only in formal cults, but also sort of social movements where suddenly even though it all sort of emerges from this natural place, very quickly you get like purists who feel like that other people, it's like no, if you don't think about it this way, then like no, you're not actually part of this. So I think it speaks to the dogmatism, the sort of ominous, like lurking behind the scenes threat of a group that basically says, if you join this and if you adopt what we say and the way we do it and the way we say it, then there's a perfect path to harmony and truth. But if you don't, then you're poisoned. You're like all these people struggling out there, and you're on your own. So we're a family you can have, but again, it's by our rules and so on. So I think it speaks to the nature of a lot of organizations that see the world with scared and also vengeful eyes. So yeah, it's a tune that I think once again is clever in the way it's written. It's from the perspective of the very thing that is being critiqued, and yeah, ultimately it feels I say this about all Bad Religion tunes going back to the very early 80s stuff. But so many of their tunes, you listen to them and it's like, man, the relevance, it's not just relevant now, but it's been relevant like ever since they wrote it. There's not a moment where you can't look to some, socio-cultural phenomenons, see some of the characteristics described in the tunes. So big shout out to Bad Religion once again, and given that this is the period when Brett is not in the group, I'm assuming just about everything on the album is written by Graffin, so shout out to him as well. Let me know what you think. Shout out to Ryan for requesting this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.